in my day. Shut up, bro. Take the sparking. It's a different game.
No, they shouldn't just take sparking if sparking is objectively a worse product than the previous games. Once again, I am empathetic to developers. They literally built this game from the ground up, and this is literally their first time dealing with this type of like game to this caliber. Like, I feel for them, but it is objectively true that Sparking Zero is a worse product than Tenkaichi 3, and people that spent full price, if not more, with early access and season pass and stuff, if they spent money on this game and the game is worse than the game that came out 20 years ago, they have the full right to complain, make videos, make tweets. They have a right to complain and ask for more. They have that right because it's true. Sparking Zero is objectively worse in terms of content, in terms of like certain system mechanics. Even maybe some people will even argue the roster is worse. People have the right to complain and make videos and share their opinions. That has nothing to do with the quality of the game. Like the content creator side. They're telling you about their experience. This is such a bad faith video. My God. Yo guys, what's up? It's TRUEDBZ, here to give you a quick little warning or disclaimer. This reaction video, I am rather negative and sometimes very aggressive, but I do want to preface this: do not send any hate or mean comments or anything like that to the content creator that I'm reacting to. It's just me sharing my opinion about his video and his content overall, and I just don't want this to blow up to, you know, way beyond than this video. So if you guys have anything to say about this video or his video in particular, please keep it in my comment section. Do not go and harass or do anything like that. Even though I am pretty negative in this video, I don't want that negativity to spread throughout, you know, my community or his community or whatever. But I will say I feel like this video is kind of important as, well, number one, I'm not really too combative when doing reaction videos, because overall I tend to agree with a lot of people when they make videos of this topic, but his video I just did not agree for the majority of it. And I feel like that this type of video is important just to show that, you know, I'm not always the go along with what everyone else is saying type of thing. And, you know, I just think it's more entertaining when people disagree on things. So that's probably the main reason why I'm uploading this reaction in particular, because I just think it's more interesting to watch, you know, two different ideas, I would say, clash with each other, and I'm just find it more entertaining. But once again, do not send any hate, any negativity or anything towards this content creator or his video or anything like that. Let's just keep it very cordial and keep it into my comment section if you need to speak out, you know, any opinions and whatnot. So with all that being said, hope you guys enjoy the rest of this reaction video, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Coming from Kaizen Kuma: exposing toxic gaslighting content creators and the community, a real Sparking Zero rant. So this is going to be interesting. This probably is going to be like the other extreme, where it's like more so on the positive end of Sparking Zero, where everybody else is just shitting on the game. So we're going to see what this guy has to say.
The Sparking Zero community is definitely the most delusional dorks I have ever seen.
That's kind of a hot take. I've seen worse, but we'll continue.
Y'all really sit here and compete with the Naruto Storm community. That's sad. Do y'all realize how hard and how delusional you have to be to compete with these people? Y'all niggas really sit here, wake up, and hop on whatever trend somebody tells you to get on. No thought process, no creativity, no originality. Y'all get on any trend that is on YouTube, any trend that's on Twitter, talking about some why Sparking Zero failed, talking about some why this character's broken. No,
I mean, objectively, like, Sparking Zero is not in a healthy spot for a live service game. Like that's an objective fact. It's not the fact that people are making these videos just because of Sparking Zero's dead. Well, to be fair, they honestly no. If he didn't say failing and said dead, that would have been more accurate because Lily and everybody and their mama, whenever a new live service game comes out, literally a month after the game comes out and the player base drops to like less than half, which is very typical of most live service games like in circulation. It's very rare for a live service video game to retain its player base even like half of its player base like after a month after launch, right? Even if they do everything 100% correct, like people are just gonna run off to the next thing or go back to what they were already playing, right? So but everybody in the mama is like, oh, what? Like I've literally seen like 3 to like 5 videos already that say Marvel Rivals is dead, and I'm like, the game just came out. Like, what do you mean? It's still doing content. The player base is still alive. What do you mean Rivals is dead? Like anyway, yeah.
Originality, no creativity, no growth, nothing. And these are the same people that jump back and forth between fences. These are the same people talking about how past games were better, talking about why Tenkaichi 3 is better, why this game is better. This shit is sad because people keep sitting here and the delusionality to blame a developer. Like, we get it, bro. We get it. It's not Tenkaichi 3. It's not Tenkaichi 2. It's not Tenkaichi 1. It's not Tenkaichi. We get it. We get it. How do you drop a game that's worse than what we had before? We get it. We've been saying this shit since November. It's up. We get it. We fell for the trap. But what deludes me is,
I mean, to be fair, people are allowed to voice their criticisms for as long as they want. Like, and it's still objectively true. It has less content than the previous games. I would argue this is a brand new series, even though it's using the title of Sparking. Like I said, new development team, new director, basically everything from the ground up, right? So like I'm way more empathetic to the developers than a lot of people, and it feels wrong for me to say that, which is why I think online is just a terrible fucking thing. It's a mistake, but a lot of people just don't have that kind of courtesy when it comes to things like this. Especially once again, Sparking Zero is a full priced game. It's not a free to play game. It's not a game that's on like a discount. Like it's not like a $40 or $30 game. No, it's a $60 to $70 game, right? So when you get a product that's not on the same level as what they're expecting, people are gonna be mad, and you can't really blame them. You could blame them for maybe their expectations being way too goddamn high, but it's holding the moniker of Budokai Tenkaichi or Sparking. Like, you expect something on the same level as 3 or 2 or more, and we just didn't get that. So, like, people complaining, it's totally justified. I just think that people just need to be able to be more empathetic and look beyond just like the surface level of things. And I don't think a lot of people are able to do that.
is that people stand here and pretend like the community has nothing to do with it. We really sitting here and acting like Bandai is the bad guy, like the community didn't stand here and kill the same game they hyped up. And it baffles me. It agitates me so much because I got on here to get footage for y'all from fresh footage. Because I'm trying not to be a lazy content creator. I'm not trying to be a lazy everyday nigga, right? So I get on Sparking Zero.
The community killing Sparking Zero, there's definitely validity to that, but you need to go a little bit more in depth here. Like, how did they kill this game? Because for the most part, the community was way more passive about the game leading up to its launch. I do think expectations were set too high because, once again, like I'm going to keep reiterating, it's a brand new development team, brand new game director, and like everything was built from the ground up. So it's nowhere near the same situation as Tenkaichi 3 when it came out, where it was literally just Tenkaichi 2, but just more. Like, this game, Sparking Zero, was literally built from the ground up, and they expressed that several times in their interviews that, like, this is a brand, like, this, like, we're using the moniker and gameplay mechanics of the Tenkaichi series, but this game is literally built from the ground up. So, like, yeah. I don't know how you put that on the community. I don't know. Outside of like too high expectations, but like everything coming afterwards, I don't know how you blame the community for that, honestly.
Try to play some matches. It's the same characters over and over again.
Yes.
Dude's getting on here talking about the developers did bad. The developers, the design choice. Bro, people have a choice. You wake up every single day playing UI Goku. And the craziest part is they're already Z rank. You already have the max rank. What are you doing?
I mean, this is the community's fault by suggesting that they don't want a balanced experience while also advocating for online content. Like that's a catch-22 that people just don't put two and two together. Like they just didn't notice that disconnect. And I knew going in, once again, I knew going in that online was gonna be bullshit. There's gonna be nothing but UI Goku's, Gogeta 4, Blue Vegito, Blue Gogeta. Like I knew that was gonna happen from the get-go. So like this doesn't bother me. This is exactly what I expected. I was not expecting the Android meta. That is something I was not expecting. But outside of that, it's literally exactly what I expected.
It's sad. Oh, but if the character wasn't that broken, people wouldn't do it. Fucking think. Think. Think, Mark.
The
Think.
the community asked for it though.
Why should it matter if it's in the game? It's a video game. Do we
That's a... Okay, I'm gonna let him continue.
understand that? This is a video game. This means nothing in real life.
People paid for this game, bro. They paid real life money for this game. It does affect these people in real life because they paid for a product. They expected it to be great, if not better, than the previous iteration, and it just wasn't that. And people have the right to complain. This is such a weird point. I don't know. This video is not cooking so far.
And anime niggas are so weird for waking up daily aspiring to get to a high rank, to post YouTube clips for random clout.
That's that has nothing to do with the anime community. That is just the basis of all online communities. People that have that competitive edge want to be the highest rank or want to be the best in the world, or they want to be the best. I don't know why this is specifically for anime like enjoyers, people that enjoy anime games. Like that's just the basis of competitive like games or games with a ranked mode in general. Like I don't know. This is weird.
It's something that doesn't matter. Z rank means nothing. You're still broke. You still got no bitches. You still have no credit. You still have no house, no car. And even if you do, you're a low income, bare minimum, normal ass nigga.
Okay, bro. I'm gonna be for real with you. You're not cooking, bro. I really hope you have some good points here, cause like you are not cooking.
Posting for clout. No long-term goals, no predecessors, nothing to live for, no legacy, no long-term goals, no aspirations.
Bro, what is this? What is this? Is this okay? All right.
Nothing. And y'all wake up daily with this mindset, and it is crazy to me. It's crazy to me.
Can we just talk about the game?
Oh, Bandai. Yes, I get it, bro. I keep saying it. They don't get a pass. We need to stop letting Bandai just make these games in general. We need to give Arc Systems or some of these other companies these licenses so that we can get content that is good. I would love a Fighter's Naruto, a Fighter's Bleach. That shit would be peak.
Anyway, sorry. I was gonna say something, but
Fighters My Hero or Fighters Dragon Ball Part 2 or Fighters 2 or some shit. But we keep sitting here. I say we. Y'all niggas really keep sitting here and pretending like the player base ain't at full, while y'all are actively contributing to why the game is dog shit, why the community and the environment is dog shit. It's y'all. Y'all get on here every day uploading the same shit as the last man. Uploading the same nigga zoning was UI Goku talking about some unzad. Fuck that nigga, bro. What are we talking about? Why are we glorifying Zone? What? Why are we giving these people a platform? And then the same people, when the game dropped, hyping y'all up with early access gameplay, early access trailers, easy guides. I'm gonna be the top player, #1. These are the same dudes getting online week 1, frame 1. Talk about best Goku, the best Jiren, how to Broly. This character's insane.
What does that have anything to do to Sparking Zero's quality? I don't. This applies to every video game that's releasing in the modern era. People release content, do content on the game, and and uses it to expand their career in content creation. I don't. What is so negative about that? Dude, this guy is not cooking. I was not expecting to be this. I don't think he's made a single good point so far. Holy shit.
We don't blame the content creators though, right? We don't talk about how dudes get on here
No.
and gaslight, show y'all and put niggas on the playing like dorks.
No.
Watch the game die and then come back and make more content talking about why.
What does that have to do with the quality of the game? If the game isn't up to people's standards and content creators make videos on it, then people have the right to complain about it. I don't. What do you mean? That has nothing to do with the content creators at all. What? If the game is not in a good state and the content creator makes a video talking about how bad it is or how UI Goku's ruining the game or the androids are ruining the game, they have their full right to do so, and it's objectively correct. The android meta was fucking atrocious. UI Goku is broken. Like, I don't... what does this have to do with the quality of the game?
The game's dead. I don't get it, bro. How do we not see this? I get on YouTube daily. It's the same shit every day. Sparking Zero dead. Why Sparking Zero fell off. The downfall of Sparking Zero. How Sparking Zero changed. The historical event. Shut the fuck up, bro. We already know. Y'all have been doing this since I went to my father's house.
But it's true. The game did fall off. There are core things missing in Sparking Zero. There's, especially when it came out, there was major gameplay issues, and the current patch of the game is actually pretty damn good. It nerfed a lot of the OP system-wide mechanics. There's like character imbalance, of course, but system-wise, it's a lot better than what it was. But most people are not going to stick around for that if the base game at its launch had broken mechanics and broken characters. Like, people are just going to fall off and just be like, all right, I'm not playing this shit no more. I'm going to go to play something else. You know? So, like, that has nothing to do with the content creators. They're literally just reporting on what's happening on the game. Now, yeah, there are clout chasing, like, content creators, but the vast majority are just people making that one video where, like, oh, yeah, the game came out. This game's great. They make another video. Hey, this game has problems. They make another video. Okay, this game sucks. And they leave it at that. I don't... Is that wrong? I don't know.
It's sad. No originality, no plans, no effort. None of y'all did nothing. Y'all have been doing this shit since November. The game is not that bad. What's bad is people getting on there every single day doing the same shit. The same Beast Gohan, same UI Goku, same fusions. Y'all don't put them niggas down. We got 180 characters. I forgot we had 180 plus characters. I forgot. I had to Google it. I forgot how many.
I mean, but your gameplay is showing you playing characters that everybody else plays, though. I don't see you playing fucking not Jiren, fucking Janemba, or playing fucking Frieza Soldier, or Kid Gohan, or Krillin, or fucking Android 13. Like, your gameplay is showing you playing the same characters that other people play. I don't... What leg do you have to stand on here? You don't have a leg to stand on here, brother. I don't... Okay.
many characters we had in this game. Y'all get on here and play the same characters, and dudes make videos off of these characters because God forbid they play any other low tier, right? God forbid you put out effort. God forbid you don't play meta because then people might not watch it. It's called personality.
I mean, but some people do. It's not the most popular thing, but some people do that. I don't. This point doesn't really make any sense because the game is literally meant to be unbalanced. You would have a point if like all the characters in the game were meant to be balanced, and maybe there was one or two characters that were like just objectively better. But the game is meant to be unbalanced. The game, at its foundation, the devs even said this. Yes, the stronger lore-wise characters are just gonna be stronger than everyone else. That's just how it is, right? The game is literally built like that. So when you put it into an online space, that's all you're gonna run into. That's literally the name of the game. That's for every game that comes out in the modern era with online support. People are going to play the best shit regardless if it's a fan favorite or not. Is he gonna talk about like the Android meta and people running Androids? Cause like I promise you, nobody gives a shit about Android 19 or 20. I promise you, they don't give a shit. But people were still playing it. Why? Because it was good. It was a good strategy. Not good in the sense of like this is healthy for the game, but it was meta. It worked. Like so, like this argument doesn't really stands up to scrutiny at all. Cause like that just applies to every game with online space. I don't
get it. I seriously don't get it. And these are the same people in Twitter calls. These are the same people with high subscriber counts. They don't play the game after 1 or 2 weeks. They come back every other month to talk about the same shit that we've been talking about since November. Why Sparking Zero is bad. The failure of Sparking Zero. What happened to Sparking Zero? Tenkaichi. Why are, like, I seriously don't get it. Niggas barely talk about the community like it's non-existent. No accountability. Well, it's in the game to develop. Bro, think. I am so tired of people trying to sit here and pretend like if it's in the game, you automatically should be doing it. If there's money on the floor and you see somebody drop it, that means you automatically pick it up and walk home? Or do you offer that person the money, especially if they're looking you in the eye?
Everybody's different. There's points. I don't think this is a good example, but like if we're being objective here, you can do either, and neither of them would be wrong. It's the person's fault for dropping it, but it's not even their property anymore once it's off their person. So yeah, the person that dropped the money technically doesn't really have the rights to it anymore. It's off his person. So the other person can take it, and the other person can't really do anything about it. So this is such a bad example. Jesus Christ.
That's called a conscience. Like, what? If it's there, it automatically happens? What are we talking about? Cars don't drive by themselves. You have to...
People will play the best thing to win. That is how online communities and online ranked modes work. I don't know what is so objectively wrong that Sparking Zero, the vast majority of players, play the strongest characters in the game. I don't know what's objectively wrong about that. Thank you everyone for making it this far into the video. Just gonna take a quick break to do some shoutouts. First, shoutouts to my friends' channels. Please consider checking them out as they provide a variety of content, so at least one of them will have something that you'll enjoy. Second, if you live near the York, PA area, please head down to Ready Up Gaming Lounge. It's a place where gamers from every genre can come together and play in a comfortable and chill environment. They are open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day and hold dedicated events every week. For my channel's interest, they run Fighting Fridays, where for $5.30, you can play a multitude of fighting games with various players. They have big games like Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but they also have niche games like Dragon Ball FighterZ, Guilty Gear Strive, Rivals of Ether 2, and more. Finally, shout out to all my supporters on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You guys really make doing content fun and worth pursuing. Alright, back to the video.
Put the foot on the gas, right? What are we talking about here? And people sit here and act like since it's in the game, that means you automatically have to or should be able to do it. Well, I don't really blame them because I would be, you're a dork. If something is meta or if something is the easiest way to get there and you are itching your skin, you feel like you gotta get Z rank, you gotta post a YouTube clip. You have no real life skills, you have no real life accountability, you're a dork.
Okay, so this is a rage bait video. There's no way. There's no way. I don't even want to continue this video. Hold on. Let me check the comment section. This is such a bad video. My God. These videos must. I believe the issue of modern gaming is the players and content creators. People like to hide behind greedy companies, devs, and their practices as a convenient scapegoat to absolve players and creators of any responsibility. It's the developers that make the content. They make the characters. They make what the game is. You can't blame people for using the system that the developers give them. That has nothing to do with the content creators. What is this? Losing is a part of getting better at the game. Offline. But that's competitive. That's the competitive edge to people. People by nature are competitive. I don't. Why is it so wrong to be competitive in an online game? Explain that to me. Why is it wrong? Like toxicity is different, but like people are these guys are just complaining about people running the best shit in an online multiplayer game. That's how it works. Why? Okay. No, but Jesus Christ, this is so disingenuous. No, oh my fucking God. This is so disingenuous. Oh my God. Sparking Zero is not a competitive game, though. It's not a competitive game. Like, obviously, the things in the Sparking Zero is going to be way more broken than a competitive game. I don't... And people are going to abuse it because they want to win in an online setting. Humans are by nature competitive. I don't... Blame the people that made the game, who made it in the state that it could be abused. This I agree with. This I agree with. If Tenkaichi 3 had online, the love for the game wouldn't be as high as you would see it right now. Because some people will find some kind of cheese to win, spend hours trying to find some kind of tech and abuse it. 100%. Tenkaichi 3 would not be as high hopes, high praises as it would now. But unlike Sparking Zero, Tenkaichi 3 has plenty of offline modes that even if you didn't want to engage with the online mode, you can still engage with the game by participating in this offline mode. The vast majority of Sparking Zero players literally only has story mode or online. That is literally it. You can't play Sparking Zero unless you're engaged in one or those two modes. So the fact that most of the player base has no outlet for their gameplay besides online, you can't blame you can't blame the community for that. You can't blame the community for that. It's the developer's fault for not adding in content for their players to chew on outside of online mode. it's the developer's fault at that point, you know? We don't know their schedule or anything like that, so we don't have the full context. But from what we do understand, and I am more empathetic to developers more often than not, but it's still, the game doesn't have content. There's nothing to chew on. There's nothing to do. So like, yeah, the online scene is gonna be vastly outweighing the offline scene in the community, and if the online is not good, people are gonna complain about it. Let's not forget the usual video. Sparking Zero is back, Zero is dead. Then rinse and repeat. Yeah, but that's any game. That's not that's any game. Imagine a game with over 180 characters, but people only want to play 5. Like I said, that's the problem with quantity over quality. But people were begging for a huge insane roster, and once again, I said that there was probably only going to be maybe 5 distinct playstyles that you could have for a game like this. And it's honestly probably even lower than that when it comes to Sparking Zero. There's probably only 2 ways to play the game. Either you play complete rushdown, or you just run away like a bitch. There's no in between. Content creators want this game to be content farm, not caring about objective truths. They rant and inflame player base to stop playing. But there's core issues with the game. That's not them not caring about objective truths. There's literally nothing to do in the game, and the game is not balanced. And the modes that the game does have is underwhelming. That's objectively true. No. This video is not cooking, bro. This is not cooking.
Your life has to be bad enough for you to have some sort of accomplishment. That's the only way I could mentally justify you getting on a goddamn video game and sitting here and justifying why you have to win. You have to win. You gotta win it.
Because humans are competitive by nature. People like winning.
Something, right? You gotta win.
Who wants to hop on a game and say, I want to lose? I bet you don't. I don't think you want to hop on Sparking Zero and say, hey, I want to lose as badly as possible. Fuck no. I don't. This point literally doesn't have any legs to stand on. Jesus Christ.
And it's so crazy to me, man. The amount of excuses, the amount of comparisons. It's not Tenkaichi 3, bro.
Yes.
It's not the same.
Yes.
I understand some mechanics would be better. I don't know why we downgraded so much. I honestly don't. But let's keep it a band. Let's be honest. Let's stop sitting here and pretending like the reason why we wanted to be like Tenkaichi 3 is because, well, the game had more fluidity. The game was a better in overall stance. You know what it is? And this is where I learned from Storm. Dudes who are good on past games don't like losing in new modern games. That's the truth. It's an ego problem.
What? Hold on. What the fuck did you say? What?
Don't like losing is because, well, the game had more fluidity. The game was a better in overall stance.
That is objectively true. It had way more system mechanics that lent itself more to competitive integrity. It's objectively true that Tenkaichi 3 was more functionally sound, systematically wise. Yes.
You know what it is? And this is where I learned from Storm. Dudes who are good on past games don't like losing in new modern games. That's the truth. It's an ego problem.
Dudes of previous games don't like to lose in modern games? What the what? What? Huh? People don't like to lose in general. What kind of point is this? Jesus Christ, this video's bad. Jesus.
If they had transferred over every single mechanic, and we had Sparking Zero as a complete copy of Tenkaichi 3, y'all niggas would get on here daily trying to make this shit Evo. Daily making
No. No. No, they wouldn't.
YouTube clips. Daily trying to talk about I'm the best in the world. And we still would have the same effect. Because I promise y'all there would be some dork out there. I promise y'all there would be a dork out there figuring out some meta in Tenkaichi, some sort of broken loophole, some broken mechanic is going to be there.
Yes.
And then that's going to be widespread.
Yes.
And then the same people who want to brag about their movement in Tenkaichi, the same people who want to brag about how good they used to be, glorifying in their glory days like we're in the fucking 80s, right? Used to be, it shouldn't be that way, man.
Dude, but there was no competitive, there's literally almost no competitive scene to Tenkaichi, so your point doesn't make any sense. Your point objectively doesn't make any sense. There's like, what, like one, maybe two competitive communities for Tenkaichi 3, and it's like less than like, maybe like 1,000 people? Like, what? And most content creators don't involve themselves with the competitive side of Tenkaichi. What point? This is literally a non-point. Jesus Christ, this video is bad.
Back in my day, shut up, bro. Take the Sparking. It's a different game.
No, they shouldn't just take Sparking if Sparking is objectively a worse product than the previous games. Once again, I am empathetic to developers. They literally built this game from the ground up, and this is literally their first time dealing with this type of like game to this caliber. Like, I feel for them, but it is objectively true that Sparking Zero is a worse product than Tenkaichi 3. And people that spent full price, if not more, with early access and season pass and stuff, if they spent money on this game and the game is worse than the game that came out 20 years ago, they have the full right to complain, make videos, make tweets. They have a right to complain and ask for more. They have that right because it's true. Sparking Zero is objectively worse in terms of content, in terms of like certain system mechanics. Even maybe some people will even argue the roster is worse. People have the right to complain and make videos and share their opinions. That has nothing to do with the quality of the game. Like the content creator side. They're telling you about their experience. This is such a bad faith video. My God.
Get over it. Y'all don't understand how annoying that is. Dude sitting there reminiscing. Man, if this were like my old game, do you know how much of a dork and like how egotistical at a certain level that is? I understand a lot of mechanics probably should have stayed. I wasn't crazy on Tenkaichi 3. I've said this before. I was competitive on Raging Blast. But never would I get on Sparking Zero and say, man, if this was like Raging Blast 2, man, I could have been top 10, man. I'd be top 1 in the world. I won't play the game unless it's like Raging Blast. Adapt or don't play and get off. That's the truth. That's the reality. Yes, some of the mechanics would be better, but let's look at the real intentions and let's look at the egos, right? And that's the fact. That's the truth of what I learned in the Storm community. The amount of people that would get on in entire tampon levels of breakdowns, losing their shit because they lost to a new upcoming player. I was good in Storm 4. You shouldn't be able to beat me. I lost to a normie? What?
What?
Nah, bro, I'm top.
What does this have anything to do with the quality of the game? You're arguing two different sides of the community. In fact, probably like three different sides of the community. First, you were talking about people talking about the game in an objective way and saying that they're not being genuine. And now you're talking about competitive people having egos. Those are two completely different issues.
This, and that. You shouldn't be able to beat me.
And why are you clumping them all into one thing? The community of Sparking Zero has many different sides. And it's like you're combining them all into like, I understand if this video was like purely about like those types of creators, but no, he's lumping in those people with the people that have actual like genuine criticism and are making videos about the game. That's what he's lumping them in with. It's just a bad face video. This video's bad.
It's a game, bro. Why does it matter? Well, but Kaizen, why are you crashing out?
It does matter because people spent money on this game. That's why it matters.
Over a game, bro. If you're saying it's a game, it shouldn't be that serious. You want to know why it's not that serious for me? Because I play the roster, right? The crash outs come when you try to make decent content and dudes sit there copy and pasting and it goes.
Okay, I actually want to look at his channel because all of his gameplay has been Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and he's a really good character, and he's a very popular character. Let me just look at his channel. If I don't see like the Z Warriors video or some shit like that, this nigga is literally just being a hypocrite. Okay, DLC. Kefla, Broly, popular characters. Teen Gohan, popular characters. He doesn't use meta characters. Okay, Ginyu. That's different. Trunks as a meta character. Oh yeah, I remember this situation. Oh, look at him. He's uploading exclusive gameplay for Sparking Zero. Whoa. He's talking about leaks. Uh-oh. Early access footage? What? This guy is such a hypocrite. This video is so fucking bad, dude. Jesus Christ. This nigga wants to be the fucking... Okay, yeah, this video is bad. Jesus fucking Christ. This nigga want to be a victim so goddamn bad. See, guys, I'm not like those other content creators. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not like them. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'll probably watch like 5 more minutes. If he doesn't make a single good point, I'm just gonna stop watching.
I get online in a video game and I play the 180 characters and you come across the same 10 over and over again.
Not from the footage that you're showing, and not from the videos that I've seen. Actually, let me actually look into the videos, actually. If I don't see, like, fucking, like, Krillin, or Frieza Soldier, or Pan, or Oob in these videos, this nigga is just bullshitting. And I won't take anything serious. I might actually just stop watching the video, honestly. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. This is for the new characters. And do this one. And then this one. Alright, let's see what it's... Let's see what
Yo, how's it going, you guys? We're back with another rant video, and this time it's...
He's playing Trunks, another top tier character. At least back then. I don't know if they nerfed him, but he's playing Sword Trunks. And this entire video is Sword Trunks. Yep. Sword Trunks, a really good character, and a very popular character. Okay. And he's sticking to the base version, by the way, for a good reason. The base version is actually better than Super Saiyan. Okay, he's playing Z Goku, which is another popular character. Nothing but Z Goku. I don't know anything about Storm's meta, so I won't commentate on that. Alright, so yeah. He's using Z Goku, a popular character.
Yes, sir, we're back with another...
Well, look at that. He's using Ultimate Gohan, another popular character. Wow, you have really good legs to stand on here, buddy. He's playing Z Goku. And not even mid Goku. That's crazy. Metal Cooler, another top tier character at the time. What is this? This video came out like a month ago. Yeah, I think this was before they nerfed like regeneration across the board in like certain moves. So another top tier character, Metal Cooler. He's playing Vegito, Look at that. But it's not Super Vegito. Shut the fuck up. He could transform and use it if he wanted to. It's still Vegito. He's still top tier. He still has amazing health, amazing damage, amazing supers. Boo Tanks I'll give him. He's not really a popular character. I'll give him that. So far, we're like, what? Like 1 in 7 for like his character choices? Like 1 in 7. We got Z Gohan. Okay, I'll throw him a bone here. You don't really see too many Z Gohans here in the game, so it's what, like 2 and 7?
What's going on, you guys? We're back with another.
Oh, he's playing Vegito. Look at that. He's playing Super Gogeta? Yep, he's playing Super Gogeta. Is he playing Gogeta Blue? No, he's also playing UI Goku. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, he's playing GT Goku. GT Goku in and of itself is a pretty rare character. Most people usually just go straight to Super Saiyan 4. So I'll throw him a bone, give him like 3 out of 8. Turles is pretty rare. Oh, look at that. He's playing Super Gogeta. He's playing Super Gogeta again. Yep, nothing but Gogeta. So what is that? That's like what, 4 and like 9? 4 and 9? So yeah, I don't want to hear shit about people playing the exact same characters where you're playing the popular meta characters as well. Yeah, this is such a bad faith video. I'm not gonna watch the rest of this. This actually put me in a bad mood. Alright, we're gonna go play some Overwatch 2. Probably for like next hour and a half. So yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta go cool off. This video is such bad faith. This is such a shit video.